Hi Virgo, thanks for joining me on Dragonfly Soul Tarot. This is your autumn reading, the seasonal reading for October, November, and December of 2020. I'm going to do a pyramid format, and it is going to encompass roughly 3 months from now and maybe back and forth a little while as well. But it's mostly for the last 3 months of this year. Okay, so I have cut the cards, and I did that before turning on the camera. I'm sorry, but here we go. This is you, the Eight of Swords, and what is crossing you is the Two of Cups. Okay, and energies moving into the past are the Page of Wands. Energies that you're currently dealing with is the Knight of Swords. Energies coming in the future is the Knight of Wands. Oh wow, it is amazing how many of the readings have had the Nine of Wands, and it is not a damaged card. It just keeps coming up. It is stuck. Everybody is stuck. Okay, but I digress. Okay, the way you see yourself is the Four of Swords. The way that others see you is the Two of Wands. Your biggest fear is the Seven of Coins, sorry, the Eight of Coins, and your biggest hope is the Empress, and the outcome card is the Four of Cups. Okay, Virgo. I sense a lot of inner turmoil here. Stop, start energy. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, and you, I mean, if the Nine of Wands means stuck, then the Eight of Swords means really ensconced in your current thinking and not being able to think your way out of it. Luckily, you have some sort of support, either somebody there or somebody in the future coming in, somebody who's got your back. So lean on this person and let them help you to go through this. Open up to them. You are not opening up to yourself to anyone. You do not like feeling or letting others know how vulnerable you are, but you are feeling extremely vulnerable in this situation. And you can see on this side, the swords only go around half the circle, so she is free to walk off anytime that she wants. She's not in a cage. Okay, so we'll put that to the side and come back to it later, Virgo. Let's see what's going on here. Something that you started, you may be abandoning something that you started, a little creative project, and it was going well, but you feel like it just doesn't have enough traction to make it something that is worthwhile, and it seems like you are putting this behind you. You are currently redoubling your efforts in another direction. It may not be the best direction for you, but it has worked for you in the past, and therefore you are forging ahead in that direction, full speed ahead. The fact that I see the Knight of Swords facing in this direction makes me think that this direction may be counterproductive, because to be going towards the future would be going in this direction, right? Virgo, it pains me to say this, but you may end up spinning your wheels by doing this, in trying to forge full steam ahead. I mean, you could end up in a roadblock here where you have no choice but to kind of look back and reevaluate what you have come through in the last little while. These 3 months are definitely going to move very quickly. They are going to get away from you, as I believe they are going to get away from everybody else. as this whole year has been getting away from everybody else, but you most of all, as you are just keeping yourself busy to distract yourself from what is really bothering you, and there is a lot that is bothering you. How you see yourself is, this is the grayest card, like so much gray, but there is color in the window here. There is hope. But you see yourself as just absolutely defeated. Or this is more, I want to say apathetic, but I don't believe that you are apathetic. You are very, very aware of what is going on, but you feel like you're damaged and you can't be fixed. This is feeling like you just can't go on, like you are completely burnt out and you need to just rest and get away from the world. Like you don't want to talk to anyone. This is depression. This is depression. Now, whether you are outwardly showing symptoms of depression or if you are just holding it under the surface, as many people tend to do, and just going about your happy life with a face on to the world, letting the world know that you are just fine. This is serious. This is not the blues. This is something that is affecting you and you may need to seek counseling over this, because if this continues on, you could find yourself into some serious troubles where it becomes like a sinking deep hole. Are you aware of this depression? I don't believe you are. You are putting that brave face onto the world and charging forward, albeit possibly in an incorrect direction. But you do have that support, so please, please utilize this support and lean on the people around you. There are people who love you. This card came out on top because there are people who love you and they are there for you if you need to talk. Whew. I didn't realize how much looking at this card would affect me. It's just so much sadness, and it needs to be addressed, and it is just buried. It's buried in the dark. That's why it's such a dark card. And I want you to fight that, and not by just putting on a brave face, but to talking to the people who you love and who love you. Okay? So the people around you, they see you as someone with choices, someone with talent and skills, and people have no doubt that any time now things will be looking up for you. But this can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? This can become a snowball effect where you're a little bit depressed one day and then the next day it just gets worse and worse and worse as you continue to hold on to that negative energy. You need to let it out. Once again, I remind you, there are people around you who love you, and lean on them for support. There may also be a new friendship that forms in the very near future of somebody who you find more easy to talk to, because Virgos tend to put on this front of being the strongest person, almost like a Leo. I mean, there's no denying that it being Leo's next door neighbor, a lot of the Leo traits do leak onto the Virgos. And Virgos share a lot of Leo's traits of that outward strength. But Virgos can internalize a lack of success far more easily than Leos do. Leos can tend to brush it off and just move on to the next challenge. It's a far less bigger deal to the Leo as opposed to the Virgo. The lack of success to the Virgo really, really hits home, and Virgos take it personally. But people around you, they have faith in you. They have a lot of faith that you can do what you set your mind out to do. Get out of that dark room and look out onto the horizon. It is there. The answers are out there. Your biggest fear is the Eight of Coins. Your biggest fear is having to start over again and learning everything that you thought you knew from scratch. The Eight of Coins is the student mastering their skill. So you feel like you have mastered everything that you needed to master. Why do you need to learn more? You feel like it is a monumental task at this time to jump into learning about how to succeed in this current time. This year may have been too much for you to implement your plans on moving forward when you were going on the knowledge that you had in the past, which is just the beginner knowledge. I mean, you were just a beginner, and then 2020 hit, and then it just kind of ran you over, because 2020 really put a wrench in your plans, so much so that you feel really hopeless at this point. Your greatest hope is to be the Empress. Now, the Empress is the embodiment of the home, so you want everything that the Empress represents in the home. The Empress is the queen of her castle, and the loving home life and the family and everything. And to do that, you need to also take care of yourself. But if you are hesitant to put in the work to learn what it takes to push through the limitations of what has been brought down on you in 2020, you are going to completely kind of shut down and sink into another level of apathy. See, this is the apathy card, but this is the depression card. And they are bookending this bottom row very coincidentally. I am worried about you, Virgo. This direction you're taking, it's very iffy. The things you've left behind, maybe you shouldn't have left it behind. You're looking back now with regrets and feeling like you are depressed and stuck. You want this, but you are having trouble accepting that you have a learning curve here, but others see you as completely capable and has the world at their feet. Maybe your particular world is too small and you just need to get out a little bit and, get out into nature and think a little bit. Just make sure you are not confining yourself into the home too much. Get out for walks, get out as much as you can. I'm going to draw one more card. Okay, so we have the moon, we have the star, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. All right, Virgo. So this is a dip before your final outcome here. The Knight of Cups. We have the star and the moon. Both Knight cards. But the moon mirrors this kind of reflection here. I fear it may get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. Possibly by the middle of next year, by July, because the winter is going to affect you, and the darkness in the winter is going to feed this depression. Now, obviously there's a lot you can do in the meantime. You're not obligated. This is not saying that this is going to happen. These are just the energies that are coming at you, okay? So you have every ability to fight these energies. These are just energies. But there is a lot here that say the same thing. The Eight of Swords, the Moon, the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Those all tell me that you are in a bad place emotionally. And what you need to do is just power on. Because with others who have your back, people who love you and care about you, you will shine through. You always do, Virgo. You will. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than the next person. But Virgo, you always make it. You are always going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Probably we're looking around late spring, early summer next year, and it's all going to fall into place better than you ever anticipated, okay? Like, I haven't done this for any of the other signs, but for you, I've pulled 3 extra cards, and the moon means ongoing issues with this struggle for a while, but then the star and the Knight of Cups show up, and it's like all of a sudden, this is going to totally come by surprise when you finally find that specific thing in your life that helps you out. You can meet somebody and they are either going to introduce you to someone who can help you get to where you want to go. This is a dead end, but this is something that is near to your heart. Okay, Virgo, this is something that you really, really want. So it's worth waiting for, but it's not worth suffering for in the meantime. If you are depressed, know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a star. And it's coming soon. And there's wonderful, wonderful people around you who love you and have faith in you, and someone is going to give you a heads up sometime in the spring, summer, early summer, about an opportunity that is just up your alley. Okay, Virgo? Just wait for it. Just wait for it. 3 months is not long enough to wait. It's going to be more like 6 to 8 months. But don't spend that time in this place. Okay? Don't spend that time in that place. keep your eye on the prize, and this is where you want to be. This is who you want to be. This is you, Virgo. The Star and the Empress. Perfect cards to depict my Virgo. And it will happen soon, but just know those energies are there and know that you can do something about them. Okay, Virgo? My heart is with you, and please, please, please take care, because this is serious. Serious emotional turmoil here, and I don't want you to sink in any deeper, because it is something that can be avoided, knowing that the outcome is going to be good. So you might as well spend that time joyful, right? Because you know it's going to be good. Okay, Virgo, I hope this reading was good for you. I hope that you are able to avoid these negative energies. I haven't seen a reading that has been this negative today and difficult and challenging, but I know you can do it. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell 2 friends if you think that this reading will help them, and we'll see you next time on Dragonfly Soul Tarot. Bye for now.